Hey everybody, this is Brenda at KBW Bargains and hope you're having a good day. I hope you're staying warm because where I'm at it is cold, freezing cold. And my car's making some funny noises when I turned it on with the fan. So I'm trying to stay home and not venture out. And I've got some good inventory to list this week, so I'm excited to get started. I do have sales on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. 15 on eBay, 2 on Poshmark, and 3 on Mercari, and a bundle on Mercari, which I don't think I've ever had a bundle on Mercari before, so I was happy to see that. And so we'll get started on eBay. First item is a Polaris Gore-Tex winter gloves. Hadn't had these very long. If you can see in the custom SKU, I usually put I do always put the month and the year, 8 of 2003, where it's located in the gloves and where it's cross-coded, Poshmark and Mercari. This was, I sold for $19.96 plus shipping. And so I was happy to get those out. Next is an Ann Taylor turtleneck sweater, sold that for $25 plus shipping, and listed that back in March. Definitely happy to get that out. I have quite a few things still in 2022 that I'll be going through as I do inventory. And this Ann Taylor I got this morning. And after someone purchased this, and this is always frustrating when people purchase an item and then they send a message instead of sending the message before they buy the item. But they sent a message after they had purchased it if I would dry clean it before I ship it. So I looked back on this item and to make sure what was, what it was, what was going on, what did I have in the descriptions. And this Ann Taylor turtleneck sweater was brand new with tags. And it did have, I did put in the description and point them out in the pictures that this had been sitting in storage. So it has some dusting. I tried brushing it off. Most of it came off, but there was still some spots around the inside collar and around the hem at the bottom. And so I had messaged them back because I was just kind of irritated. Do you ever do that? You're just kind of irritated. Oh, this hair is. But I sent them a message. No, I cannot dry clean before I ship. And so I sent it, and then, you have regrets thinking, oh, that was a little harsh. So I sent them a message, and it's true. This is a new item. I'm advertising it as new, and it has with tags. Now, if I get it dry cleaned, they'll have to remove the tags. They're not going to dry clean with the tags, so it's no longer new. So I put in there that, and where I'm at, it is cold out there. The roads are horrible. A lot of businesses are closing around me, and this needs to be shipped tomorrow. So I told them, I messaged them that where I'm at, there is a winter storm, and a lot of businesses in my area are closed. And this item needs to be shipped tomorrow morning. I won't have time to dry clean it. And I do have it as new. If I dry clean it, it will no longer be new. And then I usually don't like to encourage people to cancel, but here lately, I've been if you want to cancel the item, I will cancel upon your request. And so I sent them the message. They haven't answered me back, so I'm not quite sure what to do because I don't want them to cancel it after I ship it, which this is always tough, a tough decision. And they were not to say that it's a low feedback buyer, but I think a lot of them are inexperienced because she only had like 11 reviews. And I don't like to, not sell to them because everybody has to start somewhere. But I find that they are sometimes not understanding the policies or the buyer's point of view or whatever. Sometimes they can be very difficult because they haven't bought a whole lot on these platforms. The customer did message me that she did not want me to cancel the order and that she'll dry clean it herself. Next item, after I sent my rant on that one. Next item is a vintage cool 1980s IndyCar team green jacket. This was really nice. I sold it for $44.95 plus shipping. That listed back in October. It was a really nice condition. I almost hated to give that away, but I don't wear 2X large. It's nice when you can go to the bins. Well, I don't know if it's nice, but I really want to pick up everything that feels, looks, and smells almost like it's brand new. You can just tell when something hasn't been used. Somebody probably got it for their birthday or as a gift. They didn't like it, so they just threw it away, donated it, gave it to Goodwill, and it ends up in the bins. And, you know, when you know the last stop is either going, you know, over to different countries or going to the landfills, it's just really hard for me to justify not picking it up. You know, I'd be willing to sell it. I will keep it and try and sell it as best I can. Get the money for it, get it to a new owner that wants it instead of the landfill. Next item is a Boy Scouts of America shirt, medium, $22.50 plus shipping. Just listed that last week. Very happy with Boy Scouts of America. Anytime you can find it, I would say pick it up, even if it's in, you know, not so good conditions. I have done canvas shorts that had small little holes in them, not real big holes. This shirt, however, because a lot of them come with patches, I saw on the, you know, the solds, there's tons of them just filled with patches, and they buy them anyway. And this one actually looked like a patch was removed from the arm and from the chest, and I pointed that out and put that in the description, and it sold within, well, like I said, I just listed it last week. Next up is Star Wars Legacy Collection. I know nothing about Star Wars, so I know nothing about these characters. My husband, Kevin, he's been posting, we got a big, huge bin at a yard sale with a bunch of other items. So these, if you were to piece every one out, cost of goods, this probably cost 10 cents. We just got so much of it for a really low cost. And we sold that for $6.25 plus shipping. And we listed it back in December. And he's just now starting to get into them, and they're selling pretty regularly here. So I'm very happy. Next item is a Columbia full zip fleece vest. We sell these pretty consistently, $12.55 plus shipping. This one was really nice color. It was like a lavender color. It was clean. It had nothing wrong with it. It was in very good condition, and I sell them regularly. But this one I've had since 2022. I was really, you know, did not want to let it go. Did not want to redonate it or put it in a good, I guess I could have done it in garage sale. I've been saving stuff that I'm going to be taking out of my store and maybe redonating it or putting it in a yard sale this spring. This item, Eddie Bauer Weather Edge Rain Wind Jacket, waterproof, sealed. The seams are all sealed. Sold that for $19 plus shipping. Just listed that last week. Eddie Bauer Weather Edge clothing. I've sold 2 jackets already within the last couple of weeks. Sold, I can't remember if it was a pullover, some type of, but Eddie Bauer and the model Weather Edge, keep that in mind. It sells very well consistently for me. I've sold that quick. Next item is a Columbia hooded full zip winter windbreaker, light packable. Sold that for $18 plus shipping. That was listed back in August. Probably trying to get just my last bit of spring and summer items listed before I do fall and winter. And this was really light. So now it's probably selling for the spring and summer for hiking, backpacking, and camping probably. It's a really nice jacket. American Red Cross knit beanie. These had a really nice sell-through rate. When I picked it up, I thought, oh, that's not good. What? No, had no interest until I look it up, and that sold for $16.16. Kevin actually picked this up, and he was telling me about it, and I was like, oh, Red Cross is not going to sell. It's not after Christmas, because I think they're usually with the donations, or is that Salvation Army? But I thought, who's going to, you know, and I looked at the numbers, and the sell-through rate is almost 100%. So I went, definitely, and it showed. It sold within 2 weeks. Next up is a Panasonic light tower. Sold that for $9.50 plus shipping. I listed that just last week. I had 2 of these. I do not like picking up. We used to pick up remotes all the time because we heard they were good sellers, so we were buying them. But we were picking up the crappiest ones, just picking them up, having them in our store. And so I went through a lot of what we had, and they were junk. So I just redonated them back, and I said I only want either high priced or great sell-through remotes. And Kevin found this one, Panasonic light tower, last month, and we sold it within a couple of days. And funny that we found the exact same remote. I hope it wasn't the one we just sold, but we found the exact same remote again at the bins just last week, and it sold over the weekend. So if you can find Panasonic light tower, It sells consistently, not for a whole lot of money, but it sells consistently. Buff running cycling hat, $11.66 plus shipping. This item I've had for a while. Well, it seems like I've had it for a while, but I listed it back in October. Might have been in my death pile. And I just got to listing it in the spring. I mean, in the fall. But it's very lightweight, great for packing in a backpack if you have to take it on a cycling or running with you. Very lightweight. Next item is a lot of 2 Hang 10 shorts. I sold those for $20. These items, so about the last 3 months in the winter and fall, I've been experimenting with bundling my items. So items that I already have listed, I like polo shirts. I have been bundling my polo shirts in size. So if I had 3 mediums or 4 medium polo shirts, I would lot those up even if they were different brands, lotting them up and putting a bigger price on them. And I've been doing well with that instead of posting them individually. Now I may post them individually at the start of the season and then towards the end of the season, bundling up what I've got left over and hopefully get rid of them. And these I found, now Hang 10 does not have the best sell-through rate, but I found 2 pairs of these and they are in excellent condition. Again, it looks like somebody got them, never wore them, just donated them back because everything was in nice, clean condition, very crisp. The feel, the smell, you can figure out all that at the bins. And it looks like it's never been worn. So I hate for it to go to waste. So I picked them both up and I decided to lot them together because they were both the same size. And they're hybrid golf, walking, hiking, swimming, poly blend shorts. So they're going to be well, not for the brand, but for what they are. A lot of people will be interested in them. And they were. I just listed those last week and they sold. Next item is a Fitbit Versa 4. This is Kevin's watch. It's in very good condition. It's one of those, he just likes to buy new things every once in a while. And so he bought himself I don't know if it was the newer version, the upper version of this, but we sold this for $80 plus shipping. And next up is Adidas. This surprised me. Kevin found this one at the bins. They are steel toe mesh shoes. I don't know what they're used for. No way can they be for, well, they might be for running if somebody's trying to get that. They are heavy. They're heavy shoes. What they'd be used for, unless they're for training. But we sold those for $32.35 plus shipping. Just listed those at the end of December and they sold. Next item is a Star Wars character, another one, 2008 Legacy Collection Bane Mailer, BD07. Again, I know nothing about Star Wars, but they're so small. They're only about this big. They're just little tiny things. But anyway, that sold for $13 plus shipping. And I listed that, Kevin just listed that at the end of December. So I was happy that got out of there. And we've got many, many more. That'll keep Kevin busy for a while. Next, on Poshmark, we've had some great sales. 2. Only 2. Usually on Poshmark, I average about 7 or 8 on Poshmark, sometimes more, but I usually get pretty good sales on Poshmark over the weekend. But these items have been in my, the first one hasn't. Legendary whitetail red fleece shirt, buffalo plaid front button front. Sold that for $17 plus discounted shipping. Legendary whitetail, I probably would never pick up. The sell-through isn't that great, but this caught my eye as soon as I saw it in the bins because it was really soft material. It had the buffalo plaid, which is, a lot of people like that. I guess it looks more outdoorsy. And so I said, I'm going to go with it because of the feel, because of the texture of it, the pattern, everything was going for it except for the brand. So I went ahead and got it and it sold within a couple of weeks. So I was happy. So that's a tip. Not always do you go with the brand, but go for the material and the pattern that's on there. Next item is a Woolrich quarter zip pullover sweater. This was really nice. It's heavier. I sold it for $18 plus discounted shipping. Have had this for a while, and I only know that because, and I don't know if I had it for a while, but I know I've had a lot of likers, watchers, offers. I've sent offers, I've gotten offers, low ball offers. And so there's been a lot of activity on it. So I just remember seeing this for the last couple of months, I believe. And so I finally took an offer of 18 on it. I can't remember what I probably had like $24.95 on it. And so I was happy to get that out. All right, so on Mercari, this is going to take a few minutes because I took it down and then I'm bringing it back up. In progress. So I actually had a bundle on Mercari. I've never had a bundle on Mercari. And so I'm happy. I wish everybody would come to my store, bundle up about, 4 or 5 items. On eBay, I've done a little bit on eBay, and usually they'll message me if I do combined shipping, if I would refund them difference, and I say yes. I will definitely combine shipping and refund any difference that there is on the items. But Mercari doesn't let you do that. Mercari will, I'm not sure how they do the bundling, so this may be new to me. But they bought a Nike Storm Fit. This is a lightweight windbreaker, good for cycling and running. Jacket for $24.95. And then a Nike True 6-panel snapback hat. Had great camo on the bill, a great big logo Nike swoosh on the front, and some details on the side. Sold that for $14.25 with a bundle of $39.20 plus shipping. And then we have one more item on Mercari. Sold at Dutch Brothers. This is a unique one because when I do Dutch Brothers, I usually buy Dutch Brothers that has the tag, the actual tag on the inside say Dutch Brothers. This did not say Dutch Brothers. It said Port Authority. And Port Authority does a lot of company apparel with their logos on it. So I went ahead, actually Kevin found it and I said, yes, we'll go ahead and take it. And it sold within a week because we just picked that up last weekend. And it was a Dutch Brothers hooded jacket for $24.95 plus shipping. And it was great because this was probably an item that employees do wear, and they probably when they're outside, because I see them outside, taking orders for people in the cars. And this was a rain jacket. The zippers were all sealed for being weatherized. I don't know, weatherproof. But on the front, right there on the front is a windmill, and and I showed it in the pictures, but it was reflective. And on the back has a big, huge windmill. It takes up the whole back and also was reflective. So this was in really nice condition, and I hate letting things in really nice condition just sit in the bins. I will pick it up and try to do something with it, try to get it sold to a new owner. But those are all my sales for the weekend, and I'm really happy with those. And hopefully sales will improve. I know January's slow for me. It's been in the past, and because of everything going on over the holidays and tax season and people getting ready to do tax prep. And so I know there's a lot going on, and I know that kind of stunts the sales, but I'm happy with the sales that I got, and I hope the weather gets better because it is cold where I'm at. I hope you stay warm where you're at because I see everywhere across the United States, the weather is very cold. A lot of snow and power outages and all sorts of mess. So I hope you stay warm, and I'll see you next time.